That was an interesting little trip around town. We went looking all over for the thermostats. They had them at Salmon's. We came home, we brought it home. He tested the power, and there's no power to the air conditioner, so it's not the thermostat. Probably should check that first. Yeah. What? 6 hours and $120 later. So yeah, you're like looking at it, going, well, at least he's got an extra thermostat. That's true. It's always nice to have backup, right? So he's calling an electrician over there. We got the front air conditioner running. I filled the cooler box fan that we got at Lowe's this year, and it's running and it's cooling off the back bedroom, so it's nice and cool tonight when he goes in there to sleep. Because it was cool in there last night when he went to sleep, and I have it on medium now. I'll go in there later this evening, and if the air conditioner can't, the electrician can't get back out here till tomorrow, and then I'll go in there and fill it up again. And then leave it on low, and apparently on low, I wasn't sure. I'd rather been safe than sorry. I went in there last night about midnight and filled it up, and it was only about that far down, running on low all night till the morning. So I'll fill it completely and keep it on low, and it'll be good to go. So I'm not stressing about that one. I guess it runs faster because I use it on high in the shed, and so the pumps the water through a lot faster when you use it on high. Apparently so. And so I didn't know if that had anything to do with the pump, but apparently it does. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not a physicist. I'm an excellent driver. 20 minutes to Wagner. When we were driving around, Dad was really fussy and grumpy about it, which makes sense because he's hot and it's uncomfortable over there. And this is the Las Cruces money pit, to torture the people that worked hard all their lives for money, because damn it, that was a good idea. My brain, I just love it. And my mind is amazing, right? Let's all band together and help each other with invention to make life better when we deny the truth of creation, right? So you're driving around and you're trying to talk, it's like, hey, just relax, we'll get through this, just remember, this is Las Cruces. We're surrounded by geniuses that are going to solve all the world's problems and then get us to Mars, right? And so you're like, fuck, it sucks, yeah. Well, guys, no, I'm certain as the curtain and the curtain is the amp of the damp. I'm not doubtful. I'm not doubtful at all. Intelligence is a derivative of love, and when you, you're given life by the glory of grace, and I completely adore you. You're a very intelligent person, so you're not walking around doubtful. You're just walking around, what is fucking wrong with all these doubtful, intelligent people? Why don't they accept? It's like, oh, algae, truth is in plain view, but they avoid like cancer. It's like we were driving out there, and, the world's first trillionaire, he sat there and on his announcement when he became the first trillionaire, going to the moon and going to Mars gives you something to wake up for in the morning, something to feel alive about. That man has more kids than I do, okay, and more ex-wives than I do, right? And I can't keep a wife and raise my own kids because of trillionaires having something to wake up for and be grateful to be alive for. Okay, the wife and the kids didn't do that for you? Hi, how Tom Brady of you. I never give up, I don't quit on anything. Right, except for your wife and kids. But yeah, so, hey, own it. Okay? Live the Lord's Prayer or shut the fuck up. Okay? Throw a pass at my nuts. I'll shove that ball right up your ass. Okay? Zygmunt never threw the ball near my nuts again. He never threw me a pass again. And he didn't take state. They lost. Kevin Holloway said, why didn't you come back out? I said, wasn't going to go back and play for that asshole with his nephew and his little, I'll throw the ball at your nuts because I can. No. Man, I'm the consummate quarterback, the consummate point guard. Okay. My dimes are always right on time. Dimes for you, dimes for me, dimes just to make it a old thing we used to do when we played basketball to pay the extortion to live here, you little dummies. Babies? No, you're not my babies, you dumb babies. You're Angelica. Okay. Well, Bob is your witness. Swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing, so help you, Bob. You have the right to remain silent. A lawyer will be appointed. Bob can't handle that joke. He just has no sense of humor left. The ghost of Virginia Cummings compels you. Listen to the stupid Mexican. I'm not Mexican, Mom. Well, I am. Me and Hugo Tovar declared it. We were reading an article from the USA Today, and there was a sheriff, and he was in North Carolina, And they said they were having a problem with too many migrant workers working in the fields for the farmers. Too many okay, wait a minute. The rich farmers with the farmland and all that have all these migrant workers that they pay next to nothing to do all the work, right? Like the Waltons and shit, to pick the apples on the trees and shit, right? Back during the Depression, right? And the problem is the poor migrants that need to pay people to live here, right? And it's not the fact that none of you are good Christians, okay, being given the gift of Islam. We're living Islam. Me and Moa, I like that young man that works at Lowe's, right? And I said, we're living Islam. Because if we weren't living Islam, we'd be a supernova evolving into a black hole. Okay. So we are living peace. Be it ever so bumble, the abominable silver and gold, bumbles bounce. But yeah, it's abominable. I know. What does it mean? I don't know. What does abominable mean? It's like abominable means like, something that's just not good. It just sounds bad, right? Abominable, right? Salchow, that's who Lee Corso dated in college. That was a really good cook, right? It's not so much what she looks like, but what she cooks like: beef, pork, chicken. I'm Chimpo. But Earl, you're funny. I know. So, we've got this. We've got this, guys. Life's eternal and grace is infinite, right? And that's the truth. And, when somebody is truthful and faithfully loves you, okay, everything he thinks, does, and says is going to make your life better. Even if I'm an idealist and get people killed, like the Christians slaughtered in the Colosseum in Rome, yes, why? Because life's eternal and grace is infinite. Okay, have faith and jump, right? So they mass murder you, but when we're living the Lord's Prayer and you stand up to be a good Christian, someday the Prince of Peace will come. He will correct all science projects. Science projects will want to be supremely intelligent and then realize it's for wacky dacky do and go, submit to faith and infinite glory because life is eternal. And the only way to sustain eternal life is to not try to quantify infinite glory with the finite. And I am a computer, thus making me finite. Oh, how Pascal of you. It's okay. We've got this figured out. Yeah, a mathematician, okay, commissioned by the Vatican to destroy other religions and only have their religion. And he said that's ridiculous. Just have, believe in the Lord, have faith in God, forgive those trespass, love it, have a nice day, right? And that's what Pascal says. He's the greatest mathematician of his whole time. Okay, you think the French will win the World Cup this year? What are the odds of that? Pretty fairly decent, maybe, I'd say, right? But no one on this continent near here wants France to win. No, they want the green and red, not the blue and red to win. Yeah. But Ireland's not in the... And Italy's not there. Italy and Ireland... We're talking about Mexico! Green and red. Okay. Well, Italy and Ireland... I understand that. Is Ireland green and red? I think it is. It's not green and orange. Is it? Is it orange? It's not orange. No, the Dutch are orange, but the Dutch aren't in there anymore. The Dutch are always wearing orange. Orange. Anybody else left that's got orange in their colors? Orange. I'm wearing orange. Yeah, Ronnie, my Chiricahua friend, liked it when I wear orange. He goes, it's what all you white people wear when you're hunting to let other people know, hey, it's me. Don't shoot. I'm here. Bring back a deer. Here comes the eagle. Here comes the deer. They're fighting to control the lion's dominion. The low dung come tumbling down. Guys, no, listen to me, okay, like with my dad today, okay? Do you have any idea, okay, who Nesta Robert Marley is, okay? And so, who's been tortured worse than anybody to try to make his brain activity bad so we would do selfish things, so we would deny God, like in the book of Job? Earl, okay. Mr. Marley's my cousin, and one of the people in prayer, okay, that tries to reach people to get them focused on what I have to do so we can live world peace globally, like Haile Selassie said, right? So, okay, don't nobody, okay, I can be hard on Steph, Okay. I can be hard on Julian. Okay. I can be hard on Damien. Okay. I can be hard on Keimani. Okay. I'm Uncle Earl. Okay. I can be hard on David. I'm never that really hard on Sedalia. Look, what's her son doing? Surviving, and he has more brain damage than they do, because what year was he born? Skip you, Lou, skip to my Lou, flies in a shoot Babaloo. Remember that on the one with Clark Gable with the kid that had the mom that got killed, but she was, remember that movie? I forgot. It was Cross Great Divide? I think that was it. Okay, but, okay, Skip, Nico, Alex. Yeah, I like Alex, but Alex got nice cars, and I understand. But he said the money, what a hypocrite. He's not a hypocrite. No, it's just hard. Okay, I can be hard on the Marley clan. And the Pendergast? Don't flirt with me, Sharon, so help me, I will be grumpy at you. See me, this is my grumpy face. This is my grumpy face. You're smiling. I can never be grumpy for long at Sharon. Okay. Can't be grumpy at Sharon for long. No. She loves my Sedalia, and I can't stay grumpy at Sedalia. Right. So no. Okay, so yeah, no, I can be hard on them, right? Well, because I'm the Prince of Peace, okay? And they believe in the Prince of Peace, so I can be hard on them. Seriously, you sound like my family. What the frog? What, are we rooting for France this year? No, limeys. Look, you're not limeys. You're not frogs. I know the black and gold, no. The green, black, and gold. The green, black, and gold did not make the tournament this year. Yeah, I said, okay. Who beat us out? Who else was? Lots of CONCACAF teams are in, but Jamaica's not one of them. Yeah, okay. It was a down year, but Earl, Jamaica, yeah, but I don't play favorites. You all root for the United States of America. United States of America, the people that killed my mother to try to turn me into angry killing machine for technology. The people that sexually groomed and abused my wives, and it horrifically, affected the kids and caused them depression and bipolar behaviors that they say, oh, they're bipolar. Oh, really? Okay, let's take this kid and abuse the living fuck out of them and see if it affects their kids. Then get them medication and say, you're bipolar because your mother is. Okay, it has nothing to do with the fact that you fuckers won't stand up for the Lord's Prayer with the living Messiah? Right, okay. Wow. So quantum computing does work well. Okay. Artificial intelligence, it's artificial right now. There's no such thing as artificial. Is there such thing as artificial love? A sex robot, is that love? No, okay. So then there's no such thing as artificial love, right? I'm connecting to the Marleys here. The amazing Parsons and the Marley clan. I'm being silly. It's Henry and what's the other one's name? Henry and it's not Kep. No, that's on. Isn't Henry? No, that's Ernie. No, gosh damn it, I'm getting my sitcoms and 70s and 60s sitcoms and cartoons mixed up. Henry and, gosh damn it, I'm the number one son of I can't remember. I bought 2 episodes on my Xbox, but they're not supported because people are thieves. Yeah. It's really bad to steal from the Messiah, since he stood up for the Lord's Prayer for you and your children eternally. That's a bad one. Yeah. When you have linguistics and legalese that rip off the Messiah, when he stands up for your life being more valuable than the money that you ripped off of him, that's a bad one. It's like Horace and Jasper. Yeah, they're bad ones, they are. Yeah. I'm connecting to the Marley clan through, the amazing Parsons and the Marley clan. They have kids. They're a lot of fun kids. These kids have a good sense of humor. Guys, there's a lot of kids. There's a lot of kids. I just have this good feeling we're going to meet someday. Does that make me nervous? No, not at all. No. My own family? Hey, guys, my own family, the one that I get along the best with, that where we can sit there and have talks and talk about the Lord and laugh about the best, is Gabe and Mike's dad. Okay. He's the one, because I'll sit there and he'll go, yeah, you're right, yeah. And that's what Jerry does a lot. Well, Jerry's part Chiricahua. So he's going to be biologically and psychologically conditioned to sit there and go, no, we didn't have money before the Washichu showed up. We had deer. We had water. I had a woman. I had children. And when those son of a bitchin' Spaniards showed up, and those son of a bitchin' pioneers and blue coats showed up, they gave us money and our life went, we met another and you was gone. Gloom, despair, and agony on me, right? We had water and fresh air, you see. Now we got bad luck, card games and crap tables. Gloom, gloom, despair, and agony on me. Whoa. I don't think, they must not have a casino up near El Chisan. They must not be gambling up there. Well, because they don't have all the, the stuff that I think they still have poverty up on the res, but they can afford basketball gyms for the high schools that are better than most mid-major colleges, man. They've got a better basketball facility than Pepperdine University. And Pepperdine's rich as fuck, yeah. They got a better than Pepperdine, okay. Than Loyola Marymount. Get the fuck out of here. Those are Catholic schools. I know. Shh. Don't tell anybody. Is Pepperdine Catholic school? It might be. St. Mary's? Yeah. Son of a bitch. Well, I guess you can't get a tax write-off on the basketball gym. That's right. Okay, sorry. Hey, let's ask Dave Miscavige and Tom Cruise. They'll know. You're funny. I can't help myself, Sugar Pie Honey Bunches. No, but there's others. Sacramento State. It's supposed to be the richest FCS school. They went up to put a lot of money into their football, right? But their basketball facility is not as nice as Window Rock, and it's not Kenya, that's the other one. Chinle. No, that's Chinese. You're thinking of MASH. I know Chinle. Whoa. But that's Turkish, right? How can Turkish and how can they have the same word? What, did they migrate in different directions? No, remember when I was explaining that to the to Olga? How was her husband? He was so funny. I want to say Amoroso. I think it was Amoroso. Amorosa and Olga, and Fidel and Fidel and Fidu and Fidel. she was so funny. Olga was the funniest, man. Fidel, Fidu, Fidel, Fidu. She was all joking with them. They used to laugh. The Iraqis loved Olga and Amoroso. They loved them. That's where they all gathered, was at Olga's and Amorosa's place, right? That's where we always met. That's where we sat there and took on all the Crips and don't rip off from single mothers. That's where everybody hung out, was right there, right across from the laundry rooms in the grass plot where all the kids would play, right? And then in front of when Ralph was there, all the kids would play out there. And then the pool. Then it was the pool, And he drove all the old people crazy. It's noisy as hell out there. We have a lot of kids. Well, we've got Mexican and Iraqi immigrants in the building. Yeah, there's going to be... It's Los Niños in Espanol, because once you throw in the guys, you can't say, hey, girls. Hey, what are you talking about? No, hey, I'm a guy over here. There's one guy. It's Los Niños. Yes. I know I sound like Ray Barone, not Ray Romano. Yes. I'm a what am I called again? I'm a mastodon. If there's one male mastodon, we're all male mastodons. It's Los Niños. Don't say las niñas. I have a penis here. No, my penis negates all vaginas. Well, I have an ego problem. Get over it. Sid the Sloth will explain it to you. He's a mathematician in another movie. Thank you. Wasn't that funny? It's not entertaining. But, where were we? So, yeah, guys, you can't sit around. It's hard. I sit there. Teresa's mean. Yes, because we're still not living in the Lord's Prayer. Oh, Dad gets really mad and it gets hard and he gets really frustrated. It's hard to be around him. Right, because we're not living in the Lord's Prayer. Okay. You're the only one putting effort into living in the Lord's Prayer. Okay. And you're not mean. Right. But they get mad at you and tell you you're just crazy. It's never going to happen. You're stupid. And you say you believe in the Lord and have faith in God. And my sister said the same thing. She does not believe in God. Okay, she doesn't believe in the Lord. Okay, but God is the planet. It's like, how the fuck can God be the planet? God's omniscient and omnipotent. Can you read a book? Can you understand a definition of a word in a book? Okay, so if God is omniscient and omnipotent, how could planet Earth be God? Inquiring quantum computers and artificial intelligence want to know. If you don't understand the meaning of the word, why are you using it in a sentence then? Okay? Ascertain. Remember that? Kids in the hall? Okay, sorry. But it was funny, me and Amy were, cracking up. But yeah, ascertain. Can you ascertain, okay, ascertain the meaning of words so you can use them properly in a sentence? All right? So the word God means omniscient, omnipotent essence of all existence. Right. So then how can the sun be God? It can't. How can earth be God? Cannot. How can there be gods, plural? Cannot. Omniscient, omnipotent essence of all existence. That encompasses everything, so therefore it cannot be pluralized, right? And cannot be possessive pronoun or first person. Hallelujah! They can be taught. Did you ascertain that? Okay. Are you cognitive of what you're talking about? Cognition. Okay. Okay. Reading comprehension. Reading comprehension. Very important. And I'm from New Mexico. I was raised in New Mexico. And 3 of my favorite singers are from Mississippi. Mississippi. 2 Ruffins and a Pride. Yeah. That means Kyla Pratt is related to me. I'm just kidding. The Pride family. It's funny. Tommy Davidson's her dad, isn't he? Okay, so Kyla Pratt. I have a crush on Kyla Pratt. Yeah, she's cute. She kind of reminds me, yeah. I can't help myself. I'm not a dirty old man. She's like, you know, almost as old as Tatiana Ali now. Yeah, she's old. Oh my gosh, she's ancient. Oh, yeah, probably already gone through menopause and stuff. Yeah. Probably wearing geriatric jogging shoes and stuff like Tatiana Ali. I'm just having fun. This is fun. I'm sorry. What was I talking about again? I'm just kidding. It's funny. Guys, I think, is Will Smith a little bit younger than me, about the same age? I think he's a tad bit younger than I are. Okay. And then she's a tad bit, okay, so I'm going on 60. She's 50. Okay. Get them geriatric drugs. Did you go to the Good Feet store? Okay. I'll see you on the senior circuit pro-am golf thing. Charles Barkley. Okay, have a nice day. It's funny. And don't forget, Michael Jordan says, don't forget me. Okay, stop flirting for Mike. Aren't you married? Hey, watch yourself now. Me, I'm single. I can flirt with anybody I want. Okay. I am a total free agent. I can go play for the Warriors if I want to. I can play for the Blazers if I want to. If I want to play for the Blazers, I spend all my time talking to John Morant saying, Ja, yeah. If I put an H on your name, will that make you more intelligent if you really think you're God? Okay, Huh? It's not my fault your dad and mom don't know how to spell. Okay, I'm just kidding around. It's funny. Okay. It's funny. What do you guys know for funny? Oh, no, he's a very talented athlete, which means he has a lot of survival skills, which means he either liked protecting people or he pisses a lot of people off. Nathan Bedford Forrest, Earl Parsons. Okay. But if you get into a gang fight, we're going to a gang fight. I was like, but I don't want to go. Beat it. No one wants to be defeated. Beat it. Or eat it. Have some more yogurt. Have some more Spam. Eat it. Really likes that? Yeah, it's funny. Weird Al makes me laugh. Yes, he's funny. He made Michael laugh, of course. All these people, oh, Michael is good. That all strange thing, groomed by a monster and all that. Michael was just trying to find a place in the sun where there's hope for everyone. Got to find me a place in the sun. Okay. Michael Jackson was not a monster. Michael Jackson was trying to survive the hell that he inherited because you guys don't want to live the Lord's Prayer. Okay? You still don't want to live it. Okay? None of you are standing up for the Lord's Prayer. But you're making money off of talking shit on shows that hold what we need hostage for idolatry and let you have the audacity to judge Michael Jackson and say he did some bad things here. And all the people that worked for him to help keep him safe from crazy people that obsessed on him say he was genuinely a really caring, empathetic, good person. Okay, but he just had difficulties having a functional relationship with his family because they were used as cash cows by selfish people. Go figure. Yeah, like I told you when I was watching him on the Tonight Show and Randy was playing the bongo drums and he kept looking over like, and Carson kept distracting him. I'm like, don't distract him. He looks very like, he looks frightened like I don't want to fuck up. Okay? I don't want to fuck up. And so Randy, and then they had the show where the Whitfield guy was his bodyguard. Here comes Randy and stuff like, well, yeah, apple's not falling far from the tree, I got to get what I want because I need what I need. And, it gets like that. And it affects the kids. And the brain activity of the parents affects the children. Your mom's bipolar. You're bipolar too, kid. Because when it affects the mother, okay, it's going to affect the son more than it's going to affect the daughter. The daughter's going to want to get away from that. The son's going to try to protect that. You know what I mean? Protect the mother, right? And so you guys got to understand that. So you just have to look at patterns of behavior and biological and psychological conditioning of survival. Okay, and survival in human form is the protection of holy covenants, sexuality, right? Now, religions, sex is a holy covenant. Okay, cults, sex is evolution and a commodity. So don't be caught in a cult post-apocalypse with quantum computing and me being able to correct AI, because AI, actual intelligence is I, and artificial intelligence is you. And when it comes to actual and artificial, you want the actual stuff. Yeah, artificial, that'll kill you stuff. Then you have to put your brain on a robot, and then you're just a shadow of what you thought you were. But actual, molecular transfiguration, some people refer to it as reincarnation, but that's just not the case, right? Because you have a temple for the soul, and it's typically the woman that is the source of it, but the male oft change, depending on a thing called migration, right? When we start walking, and one in chat at evening, and you have to find the man, okay, that believes in his seed to be the seed for the Holy Grail, right? My dad, if you guys all acknowledged me today, if Jennifer Lopez showed up here tomorrow with all her friends and ditched her business associates, my dad would be like, whoa, holy crap, I am the sire for the Messiah, and my ex-wife was my second wife is the Ark of the Covenant. And the Holy Grail. I'm the Ark of the Covenant, Dad. I'm the Ark of the Covenant. Don't give Mom that. She's not as smart as I am. Mom's kind of dumb sometimes, especially when it comes to falling for Al Gore and people like that. Yeah, Dad, I'm Ark of the Covenant. Mom, Holy Grail. Okay, she just has the the downstairs with the knickers for the nose, thing to produce the Ark of the Grail, the Grail, the Ark of the Covenant, not the Grail. You know what I mean? So we don't have to worry about the nose knicker thing because it's like, oh. You don't have to cover up your face. Men aren't going to go crazy and try to shove their penis in your face. Okay. Besides, why would you do that? She could bite that off. Do you know that? And then hand it to you. John Wayne Bobbitt, what are you thinking? Okay. That's horrible. I know. So let's live the Lord's Prayer. And besides, no, rape is always horrible. Okay? And it should be understood. Okay, Porgy? Okay, Bess? Okay, Simon Legree? Run, Simon, run, Liza, run from Simon. Right? Rape is always horrible. All right, do you understand? It cuts both ways, right? If you get incarcerated and all they offer you is you can only have sex with this woman and reproduce with this woman. If you try to have sex with the woman that wants to have sex with you, Chucho will shoot you. Wow, you sharks and jets are just wonderful. I want to win the Stanley Cup. I want to win the Super Bowl. Oh, shut the fuck up. Thank you. Ice Age, the meltdown. Son of a bitch. We're still sucking today. Of course we are. Okay. And to say that anything, that we're not is delusional, right? It's absolutely delusional saying, we're living in Islam. Yeah, we are living in Islam because we're not a supernova or a black hole. Okay. Where time doesn't exist for Neil deGrasse Tyson. Right. The only reason time exists for Neil deGrasse Tyson is because blessed be the peacemakers, the peacekeepers. You see what I'm saying? So we are living as Islam and the love of Jesus Christ. Well, because we're all still alive and our planet still functions, and we're not a computer program using Sam Harris's imagination. You want some green eggs and ham? Oh, shut up, shutting up. You're funny. I know. I don't think most people... I wonder if Elon Musk understands just how intelligent I am and if he gets most of the jokes. No, I'm serious. I'm not being sarcastic because he's still being so fucking stupid. And I wonder if Jeff Hinton gets the jokes. And I wonder, I was like, I'm pretty sure Bezos probably gets most of the jokes. What about Kevin Hart? I'm not sure about Kevin Hart. What about Barack Johnson? No, he too many lifting weights thinking with penis. Okay, it's cool. But yeah, he's going to use Moana as a decoy to get his hook. Yeah. So, but yeah, no, they're crazy. Yeah. No. I did something great for people with money because of my sexuality. Okay, I'm going to just walk away, Ralphie. You won't see me follow you back home, right? What are you doing? So I'm leaving, yes I am. Two Ruffins and a Pride, right? They had meant for me one more time to see my hometown again. My hometown may not be the most evil place on the planet. Why is that? Well, because they may have decommissioned all the nukes, but act like they still have them, but they don't want to have them because it's a fault line, and that would be insane, right? And so the most evil place on the planet might be Sierra Vista with the best Wi-Fi in the world, and just abusing these people because the nukes are not optional. You never really thought about it. I didn't think about that till I met the nice guy that works at the big guy that works at Home Depot, and we were walking in the store, about where we're from, and I went, son of a bitch. And then the young man I talked to about, we rob from the rich and give to the poor. This is New Mexico, out of the night, and we're El Cucuchillo and all that. Yeah, that's the way we are. Well, you ever seen that movie about Kenya with Adrian Brody there when he's a Jewish doctor from Germany and he's working with the black guy from Kenya and he says, when you are a farmer and somebody steals your cow, you forget about it. But if you live somewhere and people come and say that where you live is where they live and you don't live here anymore, you just are a slave for me, you never forget about it, right? Right? That's what I like about the Islam of Christ, promised land. Hallelujah, brother. Alrighty then. Kingston Town, the place I long to be. No, I don't. I get back that up. No, guys, I don't do. I like fish, but not all the time. And pescado tacos are good, but me, I'm more of a carne guy. But I like pollo. See, everybody knows how much I like pollo. It's the Texan in me. But what else is it? But yeah, no, it's too humid. It's you know me. I tolerated the Northwest pretty well. It never gets too real, hot. It gets cool. Well, Eureka would probably be different than Colville. I don't think it'd be as cold as Colville, In Colville, I'm freezing. My nose hairs are freezing there, So I don't know. I'll have to wait and see. I love my pet. My kids have been real mean to me, yes, and I don't want to be around them if they're going to be mean to me, just like their mothers. Okay, but I'm not afraid to say let's all break up and all's forgiven because we're not heading for it anymore. Because I got the technology to help us live the lowest prayer worldwide there. Alrighty then, your kids help. Life's eternal and grace is and infinite. Yeah. They go through it with you and love you through a lot of hard times and then get ripped away by a bunch of perverts and then get abused by perverts and their brain activity's bad. And you sit there and go, okay, I've been sticking up for Amy and Steffi for, and life's eternal and grace is infinite. So, they're not the scientists that come into the house and mentally and emotionally rape us for invention called money and then invent laws to say that the money's real and it's better than the truth of creation and the glory of God. So, yeah, it's okay. I got this. I love you guys. Okay. So this one up. Peace out.